because I love a white girl that barks back.
Sounds like she's from Skiatook by way of Alabama and also like West Virginia.
We got some white girls with seasoning coming soon in this later episode.
It's gonna be like bows and ditzy and girly and makeup and hot and cute. I was like, I need to be gay. I need to be like.
It just is so crazy to watch a 5'5", 160-pound man have so much audacity in that tiny body.
But I have a man.
Yeah, well,
So
if I was straight, that would be so nasty. Oh my God.
how you get him is how you lose him.
The only win she has is her Latinx man.
I feel the divorce coming out of his pores, Peyton.
Don't stop clucking. You don't stop clucking.
I am just, what a life. I'm a lover. I'm a lover. Peyton, let me tell you something about me. My skin is clearer. My ass is fatter. My tiny, tiny waist is tinier.
Can't see it.
And you know I'm wearing track pants. Like, why would you say that? It's Leo season. That's what I'm getting at. It's Leo season. I have an attitude because it's Leo season. But every day is Leo season to me.
I woke up with a fear with a chill down my spine and a fear in my eye because I knew Hunter would walk into the studio with an attitude.
No, it feels like Christmas. It feels like Kendrick Lamar just dropped another song. It feels like, I don't even know what. I am just, what a life. I'm a lover. I'm a lover.
Oh my God, the lies that are coming out of the... She did come in here though, like shoulders back, titties up.
And I did.
Ready to fight.
And I did, actually. I did.
You even told me I looked pretty with an attitude. Like, it was like, oh God.
No, that's nasty work though. You coming here in full glam. Not nary a text. This is the thing. If you know you're gonna see someone and she's not gonna be wearing makeup, you need to tell her I'm not wearing makeup. Like, you need to let us know. And you know what? If we were in Powerpuff Girls on Love Island, they would not treat me like that.
I actually have to give you so much credit because I was walking the other day and I saw these two girls, friends, beautiful girls, beautiful gowns. One of them, I was like, a vision. I stopped in my tracks. I pulled down my sunglasses. She looked like
Where were you walking?
I was in Williamsburg.
Oh, that's crazy. I wasn't there.
Oh, you said... Wait,
who did you see?
You said
That's
I
so
moved.
crazy.
What are you talking about? She was a vision. And I literally pulled my sunglasses off and I said to her, you look gorgeous. You too, to the friend. Because I did, but that was kind of nasty of me. But I kind of was like, that friend should have told the other friend, like, we're serving glam today. So like, come prepared.
Exactly.
That girl.
We need like the 2010s era. Like, are you wearing a cute top? Like, are you wearing a going out top? Or are we just doing like jeans?
Yeah.
Like, we need to work our way back to that.
But we're both in track pants. So that's a great equalizer.
Tell them what you said to me when I said, oh, we're both wearing track pants.
I said, well, I'm a lesbian. So, of course, Hunter was so gagged we were matching. I was like, oh, this bitch hasn't been to Bushwick in a minute. Oh, my God. But I'm glad you're doing better.
I'll tell you where I have been.
Spirits. Where?
I've been in the wind.
Hunter's been whooshing around at the AMC.
Yes, it's true. I saw Twisters.
Okay, give me at least no spoilers.
I have beef though, because every time I go to the Williamsburg Nighthawk, I get the same exact thing. A burger.
Okay.
With bacon. No pickle. They put the pickle on, but I underline no pickle, please. And a Paloma. And this time, and a water. And this time they changed the menu. The burger is now a smash burger, if you can believe it. The Paloma is now just like a regular like Aperol Spritz. When I tell you I had an attitude the rest of the weekend, I was devastated.
In some way, I like forget that you're like so country. Like, this is so great. I always think it's so crazy to have a full meal during a movie.
No.
Like, pick one thing. This isn't a TV dinner.
I can't be hungry? Yeah, oh my God. How dare you?
Oh my, God forbid a girl have an appetite.
No, is this Elle girl in 2006? Yes. Oh my God.
How do you think I look like this, girl? No, I'm kidding. Okay, no spoilers because we will be talking about this later, but like hard, fast review.
I know that you're thinking that the cheating wins of challengers blew on over to Oklahoma, but they didn't actually. They didn't. No, they didn't. It's fine.
Just fine.
Yeah, I would say as an Oklahoman, it's just fine.
Okay, so you're kind of hypersensitive to the lore that's around this movie.
Well, I'm hypersensitive to Daisy Edgar Jones's accent, that's for sure. Sounds like she's from Skiatook by way of Alabama and also, I don't know, like West Virginia?
What's a Skiatook?
It's in Oklahoma.
Oh. Just for the people.
Skiatook, Okmulgee,
Just for the people on
Muskogee.
coastal.
I'm
coastal
thinking more
parts of the
names.
U.S. That may not know what that is.
More names. More towns in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It was fine. I liked it.
Oh,
I liked
okay.
it. I liked it.
Well, that makes me feel.
I do think,
Less
though,
excited.
that Daisy Edgar Jones should not have been cast, and it should have been Miss Girl from You season, the last good season of You.
The one that
Love.
gets pregnant?
Yeah. It should have been her. It should have been her.
Ooh, okay, I'll sit with that because I like her.
She's
scary.
She is good. She's a really good actor.
She's got a look in her eye that, to me, says, I don't fear death.
That's like, the kind of white girl with a little sauce. Like
And,
a little,
and we'll
a
talk
little
about
salt
that
and
more
pepper
later.
on top.
Yeah, we got some white girls that got a little salt and pepper on top. We got some white girls with seasoning coming soon in this later episode. But, okay, well, I'm glad you saw Twisters. You needed to do that for yourself.
Yeah.
For your mental health.
Yeah.
Because you're not in therapy right now.
Don't echo this. I'm raw dogging life.
Yeah. In that Twisters theater, just you and a burger. You and all that meat.
Don't bring it up because I'm like still upset about it. I'm like, what do I have to, how can I do a January 6th but to get them to change the menu back to what it was? Anyway, sorry, I fell out of a coconut tree. How was your weekend?
It's been better. I feel like I have to tap into my hateration, holleration in this dancery, which is New York City. I'm never beating the bi-coastal allegations. But I'm sick of this city. I'm sick of being fooled by what was sold to me as like charm and whimsy.
Who sold that? Who sold that to you?
My real estate agent. No, he really did, actually. He was like, an artist used to live in this building. Like the place I moved in now, or the place that I live in now, was sold to me with so much like, je ne sais quoi. Like, oh, like an artist who was just in the Brooklyn Museum was here. And before that, this like sick family that like crossed the country together. I don't know.
You're not selling it to me. A sick family and a random
sick,
artist.
Like, cool. God damn. And a random artist. But I just like moved into this really charming asterisks on that, building in Fort Greene, thinking like this is a family home. Like, the people that have been here forever. And like the storefront downstairs is the cutest. And then the electric in my apartment went out.
It's been that way for a minute too.
It's been a month. Landlord, if you're listening to this, it's been a month of me having to carry a lantern from my bedroom to my bathroom to go pee in the middle of the night like I have smallpox. Like, it was crazy.
How much light do you need to pee? Like, no offense.
I mean, I just like a mood. I like a vibe.
Okay.
Peeing in darkness doesn't feel of God. Hunter hates when I talk about God. And she's like, you haven't deserved it. You haven't gone through what I've gone through. But it's just like, I'm really... And then my buzzer broke and I'm on the 4th floor. And so like people are like, how did you get so toned? And I'm like, bitch, I live on a 4th floor walk up. Every package I get, which is many, could be more if you want to send me something, is me having to go up and down 3 flights of stairs over and over multiple times a day.
Yeah. My new building doesn't have a buzzer. We just have a doorbell.
Oh,
so
straight
no,
vibes.
so welcome to my life. Welcome.
What floor are you on?
3rd.
Okay, that's not that bad.
But I have a man.
Yeah, well...
So
if I was straight, that would be so nasty. Oh my God. She said, oh, but you don't even have a man. Last time I checked, you're the one that's been needy.
I say, oh, why don't you just put those sneakers on? Let's go up and down a few times. Like,
she said, I got somebody that takes my boxes down on recycling day. I don't know how you other bitches be living. Damn, got me, cleared me a bit.
It's only because I'm mad that you wore makeup and I didn't. Sorry, it's my internalized misogyny.
I do have to call out something specific though, which is I went to get lighting fixtures. The electricity in my apartment is technically fixed, but I now need new lighting fixtures. One might think you would text a friend, an ally, if you will, to be like, hey, do you like these? Yes or no is a simple response, by the way. If you like something, you say yes or you say no, but not if you're Hunter, not if it's Leo season. I've printed out what Hunter has said in response to some of the photos that I sent her of lamps I was looking for. Mind you, I was having a hard day. I haven't had electricity in my apartment for a month. She says, looks broke. No offense. Depression era. One of those would have sufficed. The hard periods, the hard stops between each is crazy. Second one, giving that girl in the Amy Adams show who collected teeth. The chandelier did look like bones. I will say that. Last one, actually this isn't even the last one, it's just the only like appropriate ones I could share, was looks like Underground Railroad derogatory.
But let me say this. Let me say this. Okay. First of all, I was right. I take none of it back. That's if you saw these lamps, that's all you would say. The Underground Railroad, I was like, it looks like you're like underground.
No,
like,
there were slave chains on that lamp,
like,
and I didn't
no,
see it
it
until
was
later.
crazy. And then you were like, well, does that mean yes or no? And then I went back and added the parentheses derogatory. I thought it was pretty clear.
I thought it was chic. It was vintage.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So, granted, our group chat is called Hater Nation. So I could have thought to text a white friend actually instead. But yeah, I kind of set myself up maybe for that one.
A white friend would absolutely have told you to get them.
I know.
To get all three.
I was texting our friend Meg separately at first, and she was like, "Ooh, maybe." You know, that's how I know. Oh, maybe. You hate this. Tell me the truth. I mean, I guess we did say this is welcome to our group chat, so come on in. The water's fine, and there's plenty of hate to go around. Okay.
This week, we are talking about the finale of Love Island USA and our favorite topic, celebrity divorce updates. And we are joined by the JoJo Siwa to talk about being JoJo fucking Siwa. And don't forget that we have a bonus segment that drops every Thursday only on Wondery Plus. And this week, let me tell you, we will be fussing and fighting about a white man by the name of Jack Schlossberg. Ever heard of him? Silly Goose? Anyone? So let me just say this.
Let me say this.
Are you looking for a home for your worst opinions?
Are you a hater first and a lover of pop culture second? Consider this a glorified group chat, but we're not calling you out. No, we're calling you in. It's a safe space.
To talk shit.
Well, of course. From Wondery, I'm Peyton Dix.
And I'm Hunter Harris.
And this is Let Me Say This.
Let me say this.
Let me say this.
Let me say this.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
If you're a true Let Me Say This head, you would know that this is a very pro-divorce podcast. Love wins in other places. Not here. Not here, baby. We are the teacher's pets of celebrity divorces. So I do think at one point we're going to need like an alarm every time there is a divorce so that we could be like, another one just dropped. Sorry, not that one.
No. I want like nails like clacking together like when you get
like,
divorced. Like, yeah, like amazing. Good
yeah,
job.
Yeah. Yeah. An applause, if you will, if anything. But we have some major celebrity divorce news, starting with a princess in Dubai took to Instagram to announce her divorce. Let me just read it, actually. Dear husband, as you are occupied with other companions, I hereby declare our divorce. I divorce you, and I divorce you. Take care, your ex-wife. No caption. None needed. I love when a woman airs out a messy man.
And honestly, what else do you need? Noah Baumbach, he did it in 2 hours. No, I'm sorry. It's actually very quick. I divorce you.
Yeah.
We're done. It's over. It's over.
It's a wrap. Thanks for playing.
I wish her the best.
I do too. I also, in Muslim law, you do have to say it. Usually the man says it 3 times in order to make it official, but she did take matters into her own hands. This is very, in my opinion, Sabrina Carpenter, please, please, please. Like, you're not going to embarrass me.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to act correct or you're going to get got.
I also appreciate that, like everywhere else, divorce takes forever. There's so many lawyers involved. There's so much paperwork. My goodness. And this is just cutting the chase. It's over. It's done. No more.
Yeah.
I'm free.
This ain't no marriage story. This ain't no Peyton's dad and mom divorcing in 2008.
And this is no Hunter's parents going to court, going back to court, going to court a third time. No, we're done. We're done.
And both of our parents listen to this podcast, by the way.
Let me tell you about my sister, Natalie Portman, because she is recently divorced, and her divorce came with a cosign of Rihanna. Natalie Portman was on Jimmy Fallon?
Fallon? Who cares?
One of them.
All
one of
the
the
same.
Jimmys. So, in this viral video, taken in January, outside of the Dior show, Rihanna runs into Natalie Portman, and Natalie Portman reacts as
every white woman would react.
I mean, maybe every
woman. Yeah, but they do it in a white way.
In the white woman way.
Yeah,
exactly.
We would have a little razzle dazzle.
I love you. I'm going to faint. I'm going to black out. Listen to music all the time. I wonder what her favorite Rihanna song is. Anyway, not for now. You're such a queen, et cetera, et cetera. Rihanna asks to take a photo. And then Natalie Portman on Jimmy Fallon, Kimmel, whichever, says, I think every woman going through a divorce should get to have Rihanna say to her that she's a bad bitch. It was exactly what I needed. And I need that. I'm not even divorced and I need that. But anyway, this is the tea. Natalie Portman was married to her Black Swan choreographer, Benjamin Millepied, for 11 years. They just got divorced amidst an affair rumor. And then, of course, devoted, let me say this, heads will know, that she was then spotted kind of just like smoking a cigarette, hanging out with Paul Mescal, but she seems to be single still. And I think she's winning this divorce.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like,
I mean, a Rihanna cosign, you already won.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. It's over after that.
Like, where else can her husband go from there?
And who
like,
else tops that compliment? What are you going to do? Get dapped up by ASAP? Like, okay. Like, please. But I will say that I loved their interaction. Like, and I loved that video because I was like, that's actually two legends from very different corners of my mind linking and building. Yes,
two sisters coming together to really maximize their joint slay. I almost want Rihanna to catch the bug, like to catch the divorce bug, because I'm sick of A$AP Rocky. I mean, as you know.
Wait, I'm gonna ask something silly. Are they married?
Well, close enough.
Common law.
I think it's sweet that they're doing the right thing, which is not getting married at all. They're like, until gay people can do it.
Why did you even? That was me at one point. I did feel that way. You know,
I hate an ally anyway, but I do like their relationship as just being like baby daddy and like Rihanna. You know what I mean? But
something that came to my attention in learning about all of this is how you get him is how you lose him.
And Evan Nicole Brown saying, I'm sure someone said that before that, but for the listeners out there, know that the name Evan Nicole Brown is going to come up in this conversation a lot. She's a prophet. She's a poet. She's our friend.
What we're getting at, though, is that Natalie Portman met her husband while he was married to another woman, and then now he cheated on her with some like environmentalist / model, which is kind of the logical endpoint of model DJ. What that was at one point in the culture. I declare the divorce in favor of Natalie Portman. She won.
I do too. I actually think that like this is going to be a necessary rebrand era for her because she over-indexed in the white woman situation. She was like young, up and coming, iconic, obvious like actress turned Hollywood star, turned what's that meme of her where she's like holding up? You always use it when she's holding up.
It's not even a meme. It's just literally a screenshot I took of Natalie Portman. It was like some like reading charity thing, and she like holds up a 3. And I don't know why, but I thought it was so funny. Oh, but you know,
like challengers, like.
That does remind me though. Our friend Eric Edelstein, he does have a pretty iconic Natalie Portman meme of her wearing a Time's Up shirt. This was like during like the height of the Me Too movement kind of.
Yeah.
But like the way that her like sweater is covering it, it just looks like it says Me's Up.
Oh wait.
And so I think about Me's Up all the time.
I just feel like she fell into like that Katy Perry category that we've kind of been like of just like you're just being such a capital W white woman. Like I want her to like get her swag back. That's what I think.
Well, that's what happens when you lose an Oscar for playing Jackie. That's the only reasonable reaction to losing an Oscar that you should have won. And God forbid it's to Emma Stone in La La Land. I mean, my goodness.
She said, well, fuck y'all.
No, like I would over-index some white woman too, actually.
But
all love to Emma Stone. I did love Poor Things.
We love you, Emma Stone, and we love you, Natalie Portman. And I want to see her like lean back into this. I want more of her and Paul Mescal smoking a cigarette. I want more of that. I want to Slut Her Out Summer. Rihanna co-signed Slut Her Out Summer. We're taking it home. We're going for the gold.
Speaking of being taken home.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you who's not home in his marital bed.
That was a perfect transition. Say it.
Ben Affleck.
Ooh.
It's Leo season and nature is correcting itself. He is back on the streets. He has never been more on. I feel the divorce coming out of his pores, Peyton. Did you see the photos last week of J-Lo and Ben Affleck's oldest daughter, Violet? They were walking around Southampton together. Like they had just gotten lunch with one of Violet's friends. Meanwhile, Ben Affleck was in Santa Monica riding a little motorcycle. I said, oh, the papers have been filed. He's on the phone with his attorney right now. Yeah. Like they've sold their marital home or at least put it on the market. They did just, I will say, not celebrate their first no, their second, I'm trying to do long division in my head.
Oh, God.
The second anniversary of their first wedding ceremony.
And didn't they have 14 wedding ceremonies?
They had 2, which
Okay.
is the minimum for Leo.
The bare minimum requirements. I mean, there's no dodging these divorce allegations anymore. Which is sad for me because I was going to give J-Lo.
It was going to be her only win in your eyes.
Absolutely. The only win she has is her Latinx man, Ben Affleck. Sit with it. I mean, right now, you know, like, obviously I cannot stand Miss Jennifer Lopez. And you know what pisses me off even more? And I knew that there was a divorce imminent, was her July 4th post it was her in a hat. No one loves a hat more than J-Lo and a lesbian. Like, it is enough. Be free. Let your scalp breathe. I don't understand. But she's in this big hat, sitting on a fence. It's very like, girl who's gonna be okay, you know? Which means that girl is not gonna be okay.
She does kind of dress a little Bo Peep. Like, as someone who wore a
Yeah.
sundress yesterday and I hated every minute of it, I was like, oof, girl, I don't like this. I don't like the feeling of it.
the fuck were you doing in a sundress?
I was trying to be cute.
Oh, okay, be careful.
Anyway,
You might end up divorced.
let me put one on right now.
Yeah.
Let me put that shit on. No, this is the thing. Who gets Rihanna in the divorce? Who would Rihanna choose in the Ben Affleck J-Lo divorce? And there is a wrong answer.
And you know damn well she's siding with my man, Ben Affleck over here. She's calling him up on the. She said, "Listen," she said, "I can speak better Spanish than her, so don't worry.
We
We're gonna
said, girl,
okay."
me too. The fuck, like. No, it would be so funny if Ben Affleck and Rihanna ran into each other. And Rihanna was like, you are a bad bitch.
the hottest bitch in Hollywood. One of the hot. Ben Affleck is one of the hottest bitches in Hollywood.
And Rihanna's like, and I loved Argo. Don't let him tell you different. Like, no, that'd be so funny. Are you kidding? That'd be so funny.
She said, "Oh, you want to talk about the town? The town?
Yeah, the town.
Thank you." I mix up my white men so easily. You know that about me.
It would be so funny though if she said, oh, I loved you in The Departed. And then Ben Affleck is like, whoops.
Yeah. But he would have still taken it. And he would still deserve it.
He would. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway.
We're siding in the divorce. We, as in me, Hunter, and our sister, Rihanna, we're on Team Affleck.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I'm on Team Affleck.
I'm on Team Leo, so I guess I'm on everyone's side.
Hunter, today is the day my life begins.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm sick in the head because we have with us pop sensation, YouTuber, Dance Moms alum, and the light of my life, JoJo Siwa. She may not have invented gay pop, but she did invent the karma dance. Welcome to the show, JoJo Siwa. Oh my God.
All valid things. I got to admit, I have not been called a YouTuber in years. And that was my favorite thing to be called as a kid. People were like, oh, so you're an influencer. And I'd be like, no, I'm a YouTuber. There's a difference. Us YouTubers are elite. Like that just made my whole day.
Okay, I'm so glad to have brought that back into the space. I sensed it. I sensed you wanted to kind of remember where you came from. Yeah, the roots
Like,
of it all.
Give me my vlog channel. Give me my 10-day-a-week upload. Like 10 times a week upload, multiple times a day. Psycho.
No, an auteur. I can appreciate it. Okay, I have a very important question that we ask everyone who comes on the pod. Are
I'm
you
ready.
a lover or a hater?
Me? I'm a lover.
You're actually the second person of not Hunter being skeptical.
No, I'm a hater.
Hunter's a hater.
It's a disease. I'm sorry.
And she's a Leo, so,
no.
you know.
I am such a lover. I can't help it. I love to give. I love to take care of. I love being in relationships. I love friendships. I love animals. I'm a lover.
Wow.
We are aspiring to be that way, but we do have like hater bones in our body, but we're lover rising. You know what I mean? Like we're working toward that.
Okay, look, I think that it's not even sometimes being a hater. I think it's being real. And I think everybody has that side of them. And I think if you are too afraid to admit that you have that side, that's when you should be considered a real hater. But if you know that you got a little shade in you, that's okay. Everybody does.
Yeah, know thyself.
As long as you can admit it, it's fine.
Then we're safe. Okay, also a question. Are you still the CEO/CMO of gay pop?
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
the inventor.
You're like, I'm
Fuck
locked
what
in. I'm on the
people
clock
say.
right now.
Yeah, no, I definitely am. I will claim my credit where my credit is.
No, say
I'm
it. Say it with your
asking for it.
chest.
I am asking for it. No, here's my theory. No one was going around being like, category of music I make is gay pop. Till I said I want to invent gay pop. Then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, this actually the people that people are saying are offended that I claim to make gay pop. One of the biggest persons is Chapel Roan. Everyone's like, well, if you invented it, then what is Chapel Roan? I'm like, Chapel Roan's a friend. Like,
Yeah.
we talk on our DMs all the time. Like, she's a nice girl. Like, Chapel ain't got no beef. We got nothing. We're chilling. And so I'm like, all right, we're fine.
No, we're not
Everybody-
pitting two legends against each other. Not here.
Not
There's room for
today.
all of
Not
us.
not in this sacred space.
Yeah.
Y'all are too sweet.
Well, we want to know about your music though. Like tell us about Guilty Pleasure and tell us also about what was on the inspo board for the music videos.
Definitely. So Guilty Pleasure. I'm lucky enough. I got to write that song with the incredibly, honestly, probably most talented human being in this world. Megan Trainor wrote the song with me, and getting to work with her, she has become from somebody that I was the biggest fan of, still am the biggest fan of, to somebody that became a mentor, became a friend, became a sister, and now became a part of my team. Like, she is a freaking icon, genius, brilliant human being. So that was kind of like the process of the song, was a lot of her involvement, which was so incredible. The mood board for the music video, I mean, honestly, is pretty much what you see is what you got. It's very intense. It's very, I always say there's a line and we don't see it and we go past it and we don't care that there's a line. Because what's the fun in that?
I loved it. I loved like the construction as a
Thank you.
gay. As an honorary gay of the
Yes.
podcast. I was locked in, and I'm so
Thank you.
yeah.
No,
I'm great work.
Because I knew we were gonna be like super femme in the teddy bears, like, because the teddy bear idea actually came first, and so I was like, we're in the teddy bear room, and it's gonna be like bows and ditzy and girly and makeup and hot and cute. I was like, I need to be gay. I need to be like, I can't sit in a man spread on the daily and then be like, look at me, I'm a girly femme. But I do have that side of me, so it was like, it's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say range. We're doing range. Do you feel like you straddle a line of
doing
like,
range.
okay, a little bit femme, a little bit mask, a little bit
It's
verse?
interesting. If I dress too femme, I feel uncomfortable. But if I dress too mask, I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like to feel like a super girly girl, but I don't like to feel like a super masculine girl. It honestly, like, there's a fine line. Like, if I'm dressed masculine, I either like to be doing something feminine or like look feminine with my hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
like jewelry or makeup. But if I'm dressed super feminine, I'm like, give me a sneaker. I want to wear braids. Like, count me in.
Yeah. Okay. A little something for everyone we love.
Yeah.
Okay. I will selfishly ask, speaking of karma, can you just teach? We want to get it right. Some of us have a dance background. I won't say who. Maybe it's me.
It's her.
Okay. Well, we'll come clean. What? We want to get the arm movement right for the karma, like, head
Yeah.
bang moment. If
Yeah,
you can
gotcha. So-
demo.
I'll give you the sit down tutorial.
Yeah, sit down.
Please.
tutorial.
So essentially, your left arm is out, right? Your left arm is straight out, boom, bam, to the side. And your right arm, you essentially are grab, pull up, throw it down, grab, pull up, throw it down. So that's where people mess up. They just start down and they pull it up and then they go right away again. It's more dramatic than that. So you gotta throw it
course.
down, pull it up, throw it down, pull it up, throw it down.
Okay. And then where's the head going? When am I putting my head down?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Head's going everywhere.
So you start down and you just go for it.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Don't stop. Originally, the step was this, right? Karma's up, I, however, changed it when I took it to TikTok, and instead of making it a cluck, I made it a bang. So that's the difference in that. But so the choreographer Richie, he said in the beginning, he said, "Don't stop clucking. You don't stop clucking. So
6,
that was
7,
like our
8. Yes.
Don't stop clucking, troops. That's how he got it.
Wow.
And then when I took it to TikTok, I made it. So you don't stop headbanging.
Tell me about the change there from a cluck to a headbang. Why was headbang more suitable for TikTok?
Okay, the dance has changed since it was posted. I don't know. I did a video where I did it like a little extra full out, and that's the video that made it kind of explode.
Mhm.
Not kind of explode. That's the video that made it explode, right? So I did that video, and I'd posted it a little bit beforehand, but didn't think much of it. And then even after I filmed that video, I showed it to my mom, and I was like, dude, look at this. And immediately she watched it again. And I was like, that's what I mean. Like, it's like enticing to watch. And it was a combination of everything. The lighting was just right. The video, the clothes I was wearing, the full outness, like everything was just spot on.
And then that's what went viral.
Yeah, that's the one that went viral. But I watched the music video now. If you watch the music video, it's a calm step. It's not the most crazy step in the video.
Yeah.
It's not maybe calm. We are famously in our 30s. We're gonna come. Oh wait, you're
I'm
not
30
yet.
rising. Yeah.
She's 30 rising. I'm 30. So my head does move differently in the way that we are.
Yeah.
We're working on that. We're
Wait,
gonna be
what does
allies to the
30
headbang.
rising mean?
I'm 29.
Got it.
Yeah.
Which is us being stupid. Okay, I do have a serious question for you because I am very curious. How do you feel about the attention you get from the press? Do you feel like people are overly critical or like, I don't know, willfully
Nah,
misunderstanding?
I think people are having just as much fun running with my bullshit as I'm having running with my bullshit. You know what I mean?
Icon. Okay, yes.
I think that people are entertained, which means that I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing.
Awesome.
I will say it blows my mind though. It honestly does sometimes. I'll see a press article and I'll be like, well, forgot I said that. All right.
Yeah. Are
That's-
you just even overwhelmed by the amount of attention and that's just given to anything you do? It sounds like.
You know, I'm not, but you know who is my mom. So the
Mom.
interviews that just came out of me where I'm talking about my future kids, which I've talked about, I'm very open about, celebrate all the time. She didn't come with me to do these interviews. And so all of a sudden this press just got released of me essentially being like, yeah, no, I want to have 3 different surrogates, but each, implanted with the same egg with the same sperm. Boom, bam, boom. So that way no one has the responsibility of triplets on their body. That's crazy. Like, of course that can happen. And a lot of triplets are born healthy, but there's also a lot of risk that comes with triplets being born. And I wouldn't want to, I think that there's another way that we could do it. Anyways, did this press article that came out. My mom sent it to me and she was like, why, what is this? And I was like, beats me, man. And she was saying that, like, why are people caring so much? Like, she knows the game plan. She knows that I'm ready for this. But she was like, why do people, okay.
Yeah. You were like, girl, get in where you fit in. I don't know what to tell you.
I honestly was like, you know what? Yeah.
That's sweet. You're spreading the love. You're being mindful, actually. I love that. I love the idea behind that. I have to go back to Karma for a bit because I did see we're a pro Gypsy Rose household here. Have you reached out to her about a potential Karma remix?
Or Disneyland?
I haven't. I should message her. I should just shoot my shot.
Or Gypsy, if you're watching this, listening to this right now, this is a call to action now.
Lock in.
I feel like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I feel like I haven't taken that shot, and so obviously I'm missing. I feel like I should at least give it a go.
We would really support that, and we would stream. We would go platinum in this house. Yeah,
Yes, the streams would be streaming.
I feel
Absolutely.
like it'd be so sick. It'd be so fun.
Yeah, she's iconic. And oh my god, and congrats to her. She just got pregnant. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yes.
Speaking of
I
people,
wonder what she's gonna name her baby.
do you have any ideas? Do you have any pitches for her? Because you have very specific names, right? Freddie, Eddie, Teddy. Those are your
Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I were to give her a suggestion, it would be like, honestly, okay, I feel like she would name her kid like Daisy. Like, I feel like Gypsy with baby Daisy.
Heard.
Like, that makes sense to me. I don't know.
I like Daisy.
I think that's sweet.
Yeah, that's Katy Perry's daughter's name, I think, too.
Well, they can
Feels
link and
like
build too.
trendy.
Let's
Yeah,
get Katie
yeah,
on the track
yeah.
as well, actually.
Boom.
Have you also spoken to, I know Miley's one of your we're also very Miley Cyrus down over here.
She's the best human.
Yeah, she's everything that there is. Have you had any connection with her? Have you guys talked at all? I know you've done a lot of
actually
interviews.
did back in the day. I was 16. When I was 16, she was rehearsing in the studio next to me. And so I popped over and I just had to say hi. And it took me an hour to work up the courage to go actually in and say hi. And as I was finally going in and worked up the courage, she was coming out and she was like, "Oh my God, you're JoJo." And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to pass out right now." Like, I didn't even know how to function. And then she invited me to come to her rehearsal the next day and come watch her friends and family run through, which conveniently was the same time as my friends and family run through. But I was like, "I'll be there."
Of course.
I told my mom, I was like, "Cancel the friends and family run through." And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because I'm going to watch Miley's." And she was like, "JoJo, you have to do yours." I was like, "Not at that time, I don't."
Amazing. I did see that you called this kind of your bangers era, and I wanted to know more about that, what that comp means in your mind.
Honestly, it just means that there's no holding back. There's no limit. It is party. It is let's go, let's play, let's have fun, let's ball. You know what I mean?
Mm.
God,
That's kind of my summer.
I know.
My
I was
summer
like,
anthem.
It's Leo season. I think it's time that we're entering our bangers era now. Yeah.
I want to
always.
I want to look forward a little bit. Who or what is on your vision board right now? What's inspiring you?
There's a lot. There's a lot. I definitely right now I'm working on my next game plan and I'm gonna present it to everybody on my team next week as the game plan. I think for me it goes back to that pushing the limit and keeping the world entertained and what can I do that will entice people? What can I do that will make people turn their head? What can I do that'll give people a little fun?
I am obsessed with you. You're such it's like very like instigator in like a compliment way. You're like, I just want to keep these people on their toes.
I've been injected with positivity. Like my body doesn't know how to take it.
You're going to have us being lover girls by the end of it.
No, I feel like people when they first meet me expect me to be one way, but I'm always a different way than I think people expect.
Yeah.
Never let them know your next move.
Say that. Okay, I have a very specific question. If you, and I think this might round us out, who would you have play you in a biopic of your life?
Oh my gosh, that is such a good question. I mean, to play like my age now, if it could be anyone in the world, I would just want it to be Jennifer Lawrence so I could watch her on set all day.
Ooh.
Heard.
Selfishly.
No.
No other reason.
Say that.
She doesn't look like me, nothing. I just would want to sit there and watch Jennifer Lawrence all day and become best friends with her.
Yeah.
I know, but see, that's playing the long game. Just like, I just want to hang out. I get it.
I just want to vibe on set. Yeah.
Well, JoJo, thank you so much for being a guest on Let Me Say This.
Gosh,
we are so thrilled to have you.
Yeah, we are
Thank
big JoJo Siwa fans. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much.
Thanks, JoJo.
I have a confession to make. Are you ready for it?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Why did my mind go to Ready for It, Taylor Swift? Really hate that happened. Anyway, when the last time you spoke about Love Island, I was like, oh, I've watched like 2 or 3 episodes. I'm like, not all in. Bitch, let me tell you what the fuck I did over the weekend. I was eating tape. I canceled plans. Yeah. I missed meals to watch Love Island USA. No.
That's big.
Yes. I said, go walk this dog. I need to watch Love Island USA. Like, I was locked the fuck in. This show is amazing.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, I was like, oh, okay, it's like, you know, regular reality show, like whatever. And then Casa Amor happened. And I said, oh, we're shaking the table. Things happened in Casa Amor that I didn't even think were possible. I said, what?
No, I called Kamala. I said, we got to get the cops here ASAP.
No, we need to exterminate men until we understand what's going on with the culture. Like, it was, my sweetheart, Cordell Beckham. He took out his braids and he said, I'm about to go buck and he's wild. He said, oh, I'll show you a man. Oh my God, it was crazy.
Because I've taken out my braids and I've acted buck wild too. That's something. There's something there that we need to come back to. Mm-hmm, taking out your braids and acting fucking crazy.
And like losing your mind in the process. Yeah. That's like very Samson and Delilah.
Yeah. Is that what radicalized you to be like, oh, I'm really locked in now? Was Casa Amor?
Casa Amor, but also I was kind of like low-key all in from the beginning because I loved from the very first episode Serena and Janae,
Yes.
the two Black girls on Love Island who were really holding it down. And then Leah, you know,
We love an honorary white passing girl.
ally.
Yeah.
Ally.
Talk, Valentina. Yeah, we actually I will say the true winners of that show were Janae, Serena, and then second place Leah.
Yeah, totally. The finale of Love Island USA was last night. And if you don't know, what's the cleanest, easiest way to describe this? Basically, they put a bunch of hot people in a villa and they keep adding hot people and then taking other hot people away until eventually people just start coupling up.
Yeah, they
Like-
just like dry hump until they find love.
That's
which
kind of the long and short of it. Yeah.
it's like 8th grade all over again. It's
It is
crazy.
kind of funny that they don't ever show them really drinking on camera and they only show them eating or making breakfast. And they also can't go into the pool because they can't like film in the pool. They can't wear microphones
Because
in
of
the
the
pool.
mic.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that
Oh.
funny?
That's why they waited for the end for them to be like, yeah, we're jumping in.
Yes,
Oh.
exactly. And then there's
Okay.
also like on this villa, there are little hideaways. That was actually really good. So how dare you?
Mine's better. Continue.
No, see, let's hear it.
2 hot new bombshells have entered the villa. Yeah.
Well, you have more experience than me. This is my first weekend watching. Anyway, so the competition is that 2 couples win at the end they win $100,000, which is not a lot of money for
Split
a,
and before taxes.
for a reality TV show that you have to give up like 6 weeks of your life for, just to be clear. But anyway, the top 4 couples were Serena and Cordell, Leah and Miguel, Janae and Kenny, and Kendall and Nicole. And that's actually also the ranking that they got on the show.
Yeah. Okay. I do feel like we have to talk our favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the crowd favorites. That's America voted. I didn't do my service and I didn't vote, so I apologize for that. But I don't actually. I don't apologize for that.
Vote blue no matter who.
Your clasped hands, as you said, that was really scary. Talk about capital W white woman.
You
That was
have to
spooky.
listen to our Radio Lab episode to understand that is totally depoliticized. It means nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But we did not vote. I did not vote. Did you vote?
No,
Of
girl, I
course
watched
not.
it. I watched 14 hours of it in the last 3 days.
Yeah. So that was America's votes. Did your votes align with that, or would you?
When
have ranked it
Serena and
differently?
Cordell won, I started to cry.
Yeah.
I started to weep. I was so happy. I love their love.
And Hunter does not emote. Let me tell you that.
No, I had 2 actually like outsized, like heart-stopping, like clutching my chest reactions to this show.
Yeah.
When Serena and Cordell won, of course. But then when Cordell walked his little skinny ass from Casa Amor back to the villa with Dea on his arm. I was about to fall over because the way that they shoot it, it looks like he's like, oh, like sweet little Cordell, hands in his pockets, whatever. And then you see, no, he's got a whole ass woman on his arm.
Mhm.
I said, how dare you?
Not to be anti-feminist, but that was a girl. She was doing girl. That's Miss Taylor is not a girl. No, it just is so crazy to watch a 5'5", 160-pound man have so much audacity in that tiny body.
No, and I felt very Tyra Banks. Never in my life have I yelled at a girl like this.
we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
Learn from this. No, it was crazy. Okay, so my favorites. I did a ranking on my newsletter, but I'll say them again here. Top 5 for me were Serena, Janae, Leah.
Love.
I think Cordell, and then after Cordell, Kenny.
Cordell and Kenny made top 5 for you?
What can I say? I'm a Kenny defender. Kenny with his little gap teeth.
I like
No,
Kenny,
he's so
actually.
cute.
No, he's sweet.
He's so cute.
Yeah, and when they did their vows, because this show is this show and straight people are scary, fake marriages get one grip. How about fake divorces? Let's play that game. But it was Kenny and Janae, who are a couple, giving their vows to each other, and Janae giving hers in Spanish was, bitch, I was weeping.
I did have to fast forward through that. There's
Oh.
only so much I can take.
There's only so many tears on the show. The crying on the show, and you know I'm a lover girl. You know I'm a weeper first and a whiner second. But the tears on this show,
Rank the tears, because there are only 2 tears that I ever really cared about. It was, sorry, no offense.
fuck, Aaron.
Second place, of course, was Kaylor. But first place for tears,
Aaron.
Rob. Oh, no.
Aaron crying over Rob and Rob crying over everything. A lot of white tears on this show. This is a show about white sadness and heterosexuality.
No, Rob crying over a woman that he literally never spoke her name again.
Wait, what was her name?
Andrea.
Oh.
Rob slid out of his chair, was going to go commit an insurrection over this woman who he truly never brought up again. And then Aaron saying, the system failed her. And it's like, wait, what? But let me tell you who the system worked for. Aaron. He found his person.
And that person
was Rob.
Absolutely.
It wasn't Kaylor. It was Rob.
Wait, this isn't a show about heterosexuality. This is a show about homosexuality in the end.
The way that everyone in that house was like, low-key, I just love Rob.
I mean, Rob, if you're watching.
Did we even talk about the Heartstopper? When they do this like strip tease?
Oh, yeah. I see. Those are the things that I fast forward through. It's hard for me to watch straight people like dry hump and I don't know.
So you didn't see Rob's performance?
I just like kind of.
Oh, so you don't like theater?
Oh,
you never been
so
to
you actually hate
the
gay
old
people.
white way,
Yeah.
Broadway.
Have you ever watched Drag Race?
This is
so
Drag
Race.
Crazy. No, it was so hot.
Wait, really?
No,
all of it is so not sexual to me when they're like, pour the water on your girl and like
that stuff. Don't care about. Rob and Miguel put it down.
You rang for Miguel.
Miguel put his hand in a flame, in an open flame. I can't. This is we need to keep it PG-13.
Hunter's affinity for men needs to be studied in a lab. But I digress. I think my favorite couples, Rob and Aaron, of course, because I believe love wins.
Mm-hmm.
Serena, Janae, and Leah, favorite throuple, of course. And then actually I hold a lot of space for my white women, which is Kaylor and Liv. Kaylor, eventually the crocodile tears had to go, as my black mom would call them. Crying over a man that much, I'm sorry, lock it up.
At some point, I have to look at her crazy. Like, girl, leave him. Like,
also, the minute she watches this shit back, I said, oh, girl, it's over for you. It actually probably isn't. She probably is with his kids right now. She probably just with child at this moment.
Jeez.
But I do love Kaylor and Liv's relationship, and I love Liv because I love a white girl that barks back. I love a white girl that's ready to fight. Like, you know, she wears pajamas to the supermarket. You know what I mean? You know she does. You know she does. You know that girl. You know that white girl that wears pajamas outside. You know,
and like
Sesame
what was that? Like Franks, you know, like the little like monkey pajama or like the monkey like slippers.
Paul Frank?
Yes, Paul Frank. Yes. You know she's up at Walmart in some damn Paul Frank slippers.
I love a white woman who can fight. Her whole purpose
cutting
was just
someone
to
in line
bicker.
and act like she didn't.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. No, that's exactly right.
Did you like
That's exactly
Liv?
right. Not really.
Oh.
She got a little bit too loud for me.
Okay.
And also I did not appreciate the way that she really threw Leah under the bus, saying that Leah orchestrated the Andrea ouster, when in reality, we know why Andrea got ousted. Because everyone was writing for Janae, A, and B, because no one cared about her.
And C, because there are producers on set. that love good TV. Come on. Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I don't know. Liv just kind of got on my nerves. But I will say that she like didn't have any chemistry with any of the men in a way that I was like,
Cut to me, camera. Cut to me, camera.
No, I was setting you up.
You know what that means.
It's your time.
You know that.
Where's the air horn?
I sit up. It's Leo season. Let's go now. I actually, one of my favorite lines from the show that I just have to hold space for is when Cordell, as we talked about, like ran through Dea and acted a fool at Casa Amor, where love goes to die. And Serena was airing him out and goes, "You made your bed. Now hump in it." He was dry humping.
This is after, yes, we've seen video of him dry humping under the sheets. But okay, let me talk about this. What would break you as Love Island contestant? Because I have quite a list.
Then please lead.
Okay, what would break me? The press on nails. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I talk with my hands too much to have press on nails. First. Second of all, the no wax and no lashes done. All of my appointments I would have to give up.
Oh, yeah.
Because how are you going to get them done? In the house, in the villa. What else would break me?
How are they? You know what would break me? Eating
The men?
avocado
Oh.
toast every fucking day.
I think
and
avocados
pretending to
are
be
overrated.
impressed by that. That too.
Yeah.
And I know they weren't ripe. I know they were hard as hell in there. I saw those thick slices. No.
Also, just like running around that damn house.
You're gonna go all the way to Fiji to be stuck in a McMansion? Like, ugh, disgusting.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. And also, how do you do laundry?
These are questions like we don't.
And the
know the
sharing
answer
clothes,
to.
I wouldn't really like either. I think.
I guess we have to go on the show to find out. You see what I did there?
Ugh.
Sorry.
Who are you in the house?
I like to pretend that I am Janae because I'm such a lover and a sweetie pie and have a big open heart and a fat ass. But I do think I'm Leah coded, aka I have poor taste in partners. I do a lot of shit for the plot line. I run my mouth a little too much, and I'm best friends with Serena. Who happens to be in the room with us right now.
Serena, she might not always been right, but she was never wrong.
Yeah. Hunter is so. I'm not even gonna let you answer that. Hunter is Serena. The stubbornness. I've never seen someone cheer about being called petty. Hunter. I literally wrote in my notes when I was watching the show. I was like cheering petty. Question mark. Hunter. Exclamation point. You know it.
No, and yeah, that's me. And I love her. That's why I love her down. That's my girl. I would die for her. I really would.
Yeah.
I feel like you're kind of a little bit Liv. Like you bark back.
I am biracial, so there's Liv coded.
I'll say you're
tendencies in me.
Leah. What's Leah, whatever, and then Liv Rising.
Whoa. This got derogatory real fast. Let's pretend that we're Janae and Serena for ethnic purposes.
Okay, Janae and Serena.
Put it there. Under that fist bump. Well, that's it for this week. As usual, we are 2 online, so you don't have to be.
If you are in line to get divorced, and then tell us about it.
JoJo, we love you. After all you've been through and you're still singing.
And Love Island USA producers, you know who to call. You need new hosts.
Let me say this.